Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Monica, and if you're new here, I make videos about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and I sprinkle a little bit of moto here and there. Today's video, we're going to be reviewing the 3-in-1 CoverGirl foundation. It is the Outlast Extreme Wear 24-hour full coverage SPF 18 liquid foundation by CoverGirl. I picked up the shade 817, so I'm not really sure this is gonna be my color, but we will go ahead and see. I didn't really do much research on the foundation itself. However, I was watching a Casey Holmes video because she's my girl, and she sold me on it. She's like, if you like full coverage foundation, you got to try it. This is it. So here we are testing out the foundation. I also picked up new Wet n Wild Color Icon quad, and this quad is actually not a new product. This is in the shade Walking on Eggshells, and I remember a couple years ago they came out with these quads, but I think that the packaging is just a little bit different. I'm assuming that the formulation is still going to be the same. And then while I was at the store, I also picked up 2 of these small eyeshadow blending brushes. I really like that they're small and they seem to be dense, which I like in my brushes. Oh, another product that I picked up is Incognito Concealer by Wet n Wild, and I picked it up in the shade Fair. Heard good things about the concealer and I wanted to give it a try. So we're gonna be doing a quick little makeup get ready with me with these 3 products, and we're gonna just have some chit chat girl talk. So get a snack, get a drink, get yourself comfortable, and let's hang out together. If I can get this off. I probably can't get this off. I should probably zoom in too. I went ahead and I actually primed my face with, I don't have it in front of me, yes I do. I went ahead and I primed my face with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So face is all primed and we're ready to rock and roll with our foundation and a beauty sponge. I'm gonna take a couple pumps of the foundation on the back of my hand and we're gonna go to town. Okay. Maybe. Okay, there it goes. I really like foundations with pump because it's not too often that you see drugstore foundations have pumps on them. So, ooh. So right away you could probably tell foundation is, well, it's got pretty nice coverage so far. That this foundation says it does. It's a primer concealer foundation in one for a natural flawless finish, 24-hour wear, sweat proof, humidity proof, covers imperfections, evens out the skin tone, feels comfortable, lightweight, breathable on the skin. So first and foremost, it is very breathable on the skin. I don't feel like it's heavy or cakey at all. The gripe that I always have with CoverGirl foundations is that I think that the undertones are a little bit off. I'm like a yellow golden undertone, and this one says golden natural. So you'd assume that it'd have like the same tone of my skin. Maybe it'll oxidize, I'm hoping not, but I feel like the tone there is a little bit off. And I definitely picked up a way lighter concealer. I like lighter concealers because I feel like it brightens up underneath my eyes, but I think this is too pale for me, but that's okay. We'll still work with it. Weather in Florida has been testing us recently. I feel like the last week and a half, all it's been doing here is raining, which is fine. We really, in my opinion, I think we all could have used a little bit of rain. The lawn is thriving. The plants are thriving. Coverage-wise, this concealer is nice, but I think if you're into lightweight kind of stuff, this is gonna be your thing. But if you like full coverage like I do, I'd go with something like the Too Faced concealer, which it's heavier, but it also has better coverage. I don't mind cakey makeup. That Poreless Putty Primer that I put on my face earlier, that is definitely cakier, on the cakier side. I mean, if I'm putting makeup on my face, I don't really care how heavy it is. I just want it to look good. Set the rest of my face, I'm gonna be using the Milk Powder Blur and Set Matte Loose Setting Powder in the shade Translucent Medium. The kind of setting everything. Moving on to eyeshadow, we're gonna go in with our Wet n Wild quad that we picked up. These are the shades that come in the palette, and I'm actually not sure which shades I'm gonna use. Probably the lighter, the shimmery, and then maybe we'll go in the outer corner with some of the darker browns, maybe, I don't know. This is what the swatches are looking like. So I'm actually not impressed with the pigmentation of this palette, which is crazy to think because most of the time these shadows are like super creamy and super pigmented and they slide like butter, but for some reason this palette did not. But that's okay, we're still gonna work with it. See, like the color payoff is just like not there. Okay. No color payoff. WTF, Wet n Wild. You have let me down. Impressed with the lighter shades there, but maybe the darker colors will pull through for us. Maybe. Okay, that lighter color definitely stands out when I do below my brow. So that's good. It is pigmented. I'm just crazy. Like, it looks good. Okay, Christy Bringsley little pencil here. And I'm gonna fix my brows a little bit. And I just went in with my little eyebrow mascara and I made sure all of my brows were facing in the same direction so I'm not looking cray. And now I think I'm gonna just go in with bronzer and finish up the rest of my makeup. Something that's crazy, actually, is that I think I'm gonna switch over to cruelty-free makeup. My husband sent me a video today. It's actually quite sad. Maybe I'll link it below so you guys can check it out for yourself. But it was, I'm pretty sure I just put this bronzer on. It's like taking off the foundation. Maybe I'm just going nuts. Maybe. It's pretty sad. And after watching it, I'm not gonna throw away my makeup, you know, because the damage is already done. You know, I've already supported makeup brands that test on animals, but I think moving forward, I'm gonna try to only buy makeup that is cruelty-free. And I just feel like that's the right thing to do. I don't know a lot about cruelty-free makeup. I don't really know anything about animal testing, but I just feel like that's the right thing to do. Why buy makeup that tests on animals when you can buy makeup that doesn't test on animals? Am I right? And then I actually went down this like rabbit hole of thinking, well, what makes testing on animals different than people hunting for animals? Which I have no problem with anyone hunting for animals. I think that if you're hunting animals to feed yourself, then you know you're killing to survive. But if you're using animals to test on and then they're dying because of the chemicals, like, that's messed up. You know? Am I wrong? I should probably do more research before I talk about it. But that's just how I feel. Like, I'm not gonna stop eating chicken. I'm not gonna stop eating like meat because I really enjoy meat and I grew up in a rural area. And I mean, my grandparents killed animals and ate them because that's just like what you do to survive. Anyway, but I feel like if I have a choice of supporting companies that test on animals, and if I have a choice of supporting companies that don't test on animals, I think the right way to go is to go with companies that don't test on animals, right? Okay, right. So if you go onto Ulta's website, actually, you can pull up, they have like a whole page dedicated to cruelty-free makeup. And they have a list of so many brands that you can check out that are cruelty-free. Now, I know a lot of people do cruelty-free and vegan. You know, I'm not educated enough to know about vegan things. So I don't know if I'll support vegan and cruelty-free makeup, but I'm for sure gonna support the cruelty-free. I did. I don't know if you guys can tell. I just kind of, by me brushing that product around, it could totally be the powder that I used, but now I have these splotches on my nose, which is kind of annoying. And my foundation, it looks heavy. It looks really heavy. Like, when Jake comes home, he'll say, oh, it looks really nice, but he'll also say that it's heavy. I mean, I could tell around the eyes how heavy it is. I could tell on my nose how heavy it is. It could totally be the bronzer too. But I'm just saying, I've worn this bronzer before with other foundations and it's never kept up like this. And I was gonna use my ColourPop highlighter because that highlighter is my jam, but I don't have it in front of me. I think it's my bathroom. So I'm gonna just use my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Quartz. It's really pretty too. Nothing exciting here, just putting on some mascara. But I'm thinking that I should probably explain why we didn't go and race the last FTR race, Gatorback. I just didn't feel like it. That's basically it. You know, we're not competing for points this season, and I really felt like it was pointless to go to a property where it had rained all weekend. We're talking like Saturday morning, and then it stopped, and then Saturday evening, Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon. And my husband just pulled up. So this is great. Love this for me. And to finish off, I think I'm just gonna go in with this Wet n Wild Mega Last liquid lipstick. And then we'll call it a day. Wet n Wild is actually cruelty-free. And another thing that I picked up at the drugstore the other day is this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. And I filmed a video and then I realized that my lighting was completely wonky. So I might refilm it, or I might just end up using it in a future video. Put a gloss over that liquid lip. To finish off the makeup, we're gonna go in with some e.l.f. Mist and Set. Like, it's funny, right? You like do your makeup and then you put water all over it. I mean, I should just walk out the door because that's what Florida humidity is like. For real though. This is what my face and my makeup are looking like. I don't know, when I was looking into the viewfinder of the camera while I was doing the video, filming the video, I told you guys that the foundation was looking pretty cakey. It is definitely looking cakier than my other foundations, and I do think that it oxidized maybe like a shade while I was filming, but when I walked up to the mirror, I thought it looked really good. So I'm definitely gonna wear this to the gym. I'm not gonna take it off before the gym, and I'm gonna see what it looks like afterwards. I have a really good feeling that it's gonna last throughout the gym sesh. And yeah, I think that this would probably be a really great foundation for anyone that's on the market for, you know, a full coverage foundation that I'm assuming is gonna stay on all night. But we'll see. The other night, actually, I went out with a different foundation that I wore, and I was really bad. I didn't take off the makeup before we went to sleep, and I woke up in the morning and I looked at Jake and I'm like, ew, that's my face on the covers. And he's like, oh, yum, that's delicious. So now I gotta wash my sheets, but I wash the sheets pretty regularly anyway. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a little chit chat, get ready with me / what's new at the drugstore, what new products I picked up, and an announcement saying that I'm probably gonna, from here on out, I'm gonna buy cruelty-free makeup because I just feel like that's the good thing to do. Let me know if you guys have any questions or any feedback. Put it in the comment section below and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.